What you looking at? I got a TKO on wherever the pool is at. What you looking at, boy? What you looking at? Got two Tulies of my own, I don't need the gas. Hold up, no sir. Step into the mic, bring me closer. Sabotage back in the lab, and to stop that, you gonna have to go through both. The swole up. Anytime I pull up the bars, I buck up my shoulders and pour the heart. Word to God, my gears push to start a feature, but my skill set a la carte. Woo! You don't understand. I got some sins in one palm on my hand. Balls are right frigid and bodies get numb every time I demonstrate the main rule of thumb.
What's happening? What's going on? It's the Monday night after WrestleMania. 2 great action-packed days of wrestling on Saturday and Sunday. But also, too, for all my people out there, happy 420. Happy 420 to all my people out there. I know you got your spliffs, your bones, your blunts, your bowls. Hey, light one up. Go ahead and have a good time today. Enjoy yourselves. As well as for the ones that do it every day. That means like, hey, it's just another day. But for you ones that want to celebrate, please indulge and have a good time. Make sure you get to work on time tomorrow and get your kids ready for school. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all are back, and I am too. It is the Knockout Hour with your boy, the notorious one, the biggest one. Your mama like him and all that. Not to mention the handsome one, TKO. And you're here with one of the, I'm sorry, not one of, the king of Monday Night Podcast here on BFAB 109.6 Radio. We're now at past 300,000. We're at 311, I think 315 last week. And y'all doing an amazing job. Thank you. I do. I love when my hair come out and it look like curly fries. Now, I had to take my hair out. It's been out for a minute. I've been wrestling with it for a while, so I was like, let me take my hair loose. All right, yeah. Still got the parts. But anyway, this night, we got a great panel to join us. We're going to have a lot of wrestling talks. I'm not going to sit there and waste too much time to delve into what I do in my life and all that stuff. But if you joining us, just like Amanda and the rest of you crazy knockouts that join us every single Monday night, we got so much to talk about here because on this show, we talk about MMA, boxing, and wrestling. But tonight, I'm going to be honest, we're going to be exclusively wrestling. Because that is right. I am a professional wrestler. I go by TKO when I perform. And I've been wrestling now for 7 years. That's right, 7 of those things. And I also am an owner of a professional wrestling company, Icon Professional Wrestling. And if you are looking for some good action to watch after Raw and throughout your week, please check out Icon Pro Wrestling LLC on YouTube, as well as our social media pages on Facebook, where we got so many great matches that's already up, as well as the 3 of the matches so far from Icon Pro X that just happened in March 28th at Graham High School. And we're going to have the next 3 starting tomorrow coming out this week, which include the first half of those matches include Kiki Jones, which she'll be on this show very shortly, as well as myself going against Metallica for the Gals Junior Heavyweight Champion. Excuse me, my Gals Junior Heavyweight Championship, TKO. So y'all get to see the match, the action. Check out everything that's new. The sponsors really showed up and showed out for us. And we're growing, we're getting stronger. We got some conversations going down, some meetings going down to get ready to have the next show. Hopefully, hey, it's one of those things you got to speak it into existence, right? And because we're on these positive vibes, always positive here on the Knockout Hour. So we know it's going to happen. And when it does, we're going to be definitely giving you guys and ladies the details on how to be there. This time we will have live stream. I'm going to make that possible. I know all you knockouts out there, 300,000 you crazy knockouts out there that love this combat sport. We're going to make sure you see TKO, especially even too Kiki Jones being in action for Icon Pro 11. It's coming, baby. Don't worry. We'll get to that. But other than that, let me go ahead and get a nice little sponsorship out the way because I'm actually thirsty. So it'd be a good time to drink me one. But anyway, we got Monster Energy Drink. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Monster Energy Drink is a power sponsor of the Knockout Hour, TKO, that is. And we are so grateful to have them on board because, like right now, I need that energy after long days of work. And I still got time to enjoy you, ladies and gentlemen, for this next 55 minutes. I'm going to give me an action-packed Monster Energy Drink. You guys can check this one out. I like this one. It got 0 sugars. So for you out there like myself that don't enjoy that, all the extras additives and stuff, hey, it's the right drink to get. And also, for you ladies and gentlemen, make sure you release the Ultra Beast, that is, because this is the one I got. I got the Ultra Zero. So, hey, you stop by your local convenience stores. Anyway, you can find Monster Energy drink. Order them. Delicious. And so, everybody, if you're looking for something to go ahead and release that beast, like your boy TKO, go ahead and grab your Monster Energy drink. All right. I'm going to go and get the song out of the way early. All right. I know I'm about to butcher this. Hey, man, y'all got to. Hey, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I really am, guys. I am. I'm horrible. Uh, I'm gonna mess this up. All right. All right. So we got the song right here. It's White Peacock by Jerome uh, Bombin. Jerome Bobbin. Bobbin. I think that's right. DC, let me know in the chat. I know I probably butchered it. But anyway, check it out. It's White Peacock.
I'm a different type of nigga, bitch, I'm ready to say it. You fuck me over, don't come back with your apology. Unapologetic for my ways, I guess it's clear to say. They don't really know me. White peacock when they see me high. Step inside the room and everybody stare me down. All the fellas cuss their shawties, I'm a different child. I pay no mind, I just flap my wings and then I fly away. I stand out from the whole population. Like baby Jesus, I grew up in there some tribulations. Made sacrifices for my people, made me lose some patience. Can't understand why they won't change me. Listen, my soul is white, I'm a neutral motherfucker, and then your demon. Keep my soul just cause I gotta go to war for whatever I'm dealing. And I don't need no backup, I shoot a nigga myself like I just fought a technical. Keep your eyes open, they testing you. I ride for whoever riding, not comfortable. I love my people like we came out of the same room. Only the real ones gon' survive, yeah, they that same tune. No lucky charm, defrost, just place my diamonds glow. I do impossibles, I'm a real life Chico. I'm a different type of nigga, bitch, I'm ready to say it. You fuck me over, don't come back, fuck your apology. Unapologetic for my ways, I guess it's clear to say. They don't really fuck with me. White peacock when they see me high. Step inside the room and everybody stare me down. All the fellas cuss their shawties, I'm a different child. Don't pay no mind, I just flap my wings and then I fly away. Step in the room and change the feeling. All eyes on me, even the fake ones gon' know the realest. Forever go harder by my people, don't butt in business. Last one to wave his flag and the first one to pull the trigger. I'm a nigga. White peacock when I hit the floor. I step off in the room, they staring like they seen a ghost. Bitches like what they seeing, niggas hating on the low. She had enough of the buddy, told me she wants some more. I feel you, baby. I've been down for a little minute, but I've been winning lately. It take a different mind to keep on pushing through your loss. I done frowned for a little while, but I've been grinning lately. Then hit the dirt a couple times, every time I shake it off. I'm a different type of nigga, bitch, I'm ready to say it. You fuck me over, don't come back for your apology. Unapologetic for my ways, I guess it's clear to say. They don't really fuck with me. White peacock when they see me high. Step inside the room and everybody stare me down. All the fellas cuss their shawties, I'm a different child. Don't pay no mind, I just flap my wings and then I fly away. Then I fly. Yeah.
All right, I like that. I like it. That is smooth. I do remember this song, for sure. I really enjoy that. That's a smooth vibe right there. Thank you for that. That's White Peacock from Jerome Bourbon. Burbine. I may have, but trust me, guys. I'm trying. Lord, work with me. But if you're an artist and you want to be able to have your track spun on our show, just like that, with White Peacock, hit us up. It's very easy, very simple. You see, every week we're bringing you artists week after week after week They got some bangers out there, ladies and gentlemen. We glad for all the support and love that y'all give to these artists. And if you want to be one of those ones to get your music heard, you're going to be heard in front of 300,000. Think about that. 300,000 people's going to hear your song. And all you got to do is hit us up. And the easy way to do that is at iconprowrestling.tko@gmail.com. Now we get to those crazy knockouts over there in the United States Air Force. That's right, man. Brian got 7 strong. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so very much for, again, serving our country, protecting us. We love you guys. Thank y'all for fighting. Hey, I'll take 7 any day. And with you guys, especially y'all, ladies and gentlemen over there, I'll take the best of 7 of y'all against anybody in the world. I tell you that right now. I tell you what, because that's how we do it in the United States, baby. We're number one, always. And we love you guys out there. Y'all please be safe. And thank y'all. Hey, y'all going to keep rocking and vibing with us. Because we had WrestleMania, bro. WrestleMania was, let's say this. Night 1 was a little something. So I brought up some guests. And y'all know these people. Come on now. Number 1, I would like to bring on the original co-host of this show. The reason why we had the reason why I'm at where I'm at today is because this man right here helping me and guiding me at the early stages of this show, and always a dear friend. I'm bringing on D minus.
What's up? What's up, everybody? What y'all up to, man? Did y'all enjoy WrestleMania? Or did y'all not like WrestleMania? What's going on with that, man?
Yeah. That's right.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, man, it was an exciting weekend. And not to mention, ladies and gentlemen, we also brought back, and I see that I think about this a lot lately, as always, bringing in the wrestlers on the scene that's really trying to be up and coming and want to be heard. And we love her on this show. We're going to bring her around a lot. But this right here is Bad Intentions, Kiki Jones, ladies and gentlemen.
The baddest of
These are the
intentions this year,
baddest.
ladies and gentlemen.
Love that.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. I'm super hyped right now. So,
Oh, that's
yeah.
good. We're going to jump right into it because it was so fun. DC, if you wanted to join on this first part, we're going to talk about that. I know you said the second half you didn't, and I know you may jump off, so we'll spoil it. But, man, here we go. And DC, everybody, give it up for DC.
DC in the house.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got a packed house here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have some fun because it was a great weekend of wrestling. We had, again, old stars retiring, where we had young stars flying they're shooting out of space. They're going right here ahead of some of this talent. So let's talk about it. Like I said that.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's go around the horn. All right. First impressions, D minus. What did you think about night 1 of WrestleMania? Just overall, what did you think?
Overall,
out of 5. If you was grading out of 5.
and 5 being the best, right?
Yeah.
I give it a 2. And I'm being generous right now. And it was one of the worst first nights. Well, since they did the night 1, night 2, the worst one I've seen, man. I wasn't impressed with it. I don't want to take too much time up, but I give it a 2, man.
All right. I see that. Okay, Kiki, what do you think? 1 out of 5.
1 out of 5. I'd give it about like a 3.5 ish. Yeah, for night 1.
Okay. 3.5. All right. DC, what's your thoughts of 1 out of 5? What would you grade it?
When I went to bed, 5. When I finished bowling, 2. Man, all the real shit happened on Sunday.
Right. That's what I was saying.
I don't want to take away. Saturday was awesome. If Saturday was okay, how about this? If Sunday never happened, how would you grade Saturday? Wasn't it a lot better? Sunday just killed it. I got it, but
yeah. I would say this. I like the opinion of the 2s, and we got a 3.5. I go with a 3. I go middle of the road, right? It had maybe one of the matches I would say is top 3 in the whole weekend, which is Seth Rollins and Gunther. That would be me.
That's
that's
the
top 3. You can we'll get into that for real. So we're gonna break down these matches. But I would say, now going back to what you just said, DC, if it was just that was the only night, that was it, that's the whole card, that's all WrestleMania,
It was pretty good.
I would say then maybe. I would say if that's all I got out of one night, I still would say a 3.
You mean that Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still say a 3.
Woo!
Yeah, I'd still
Yeah.
keep my three and a half.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
still-
highly entertained. Like there was only one match I didn't want to watch.
No,
And
I'm talking
I
about
really
Saturday.
wanted wings. Saturday, yeah. Saturday, I
Yeah.
wanted wings, but wings take 15 minutes. I know the fight's about 15 minutes with the commercials. I did not want to leave any of the fights on Saturday. I should have left
Same
for
here.
one, but whatever.
No, you're fine. I think that everybody's opinion, because there's a lot of people
Yeah.
online chirping to say that WrestleMania Night 1 was mid. If what that probably Reggie. We're gonna go with some 420 terms today. So let's get into some of these matches on night 1. So let's start off with the opening match. It was the Usos and LA Knight, versus Division and Speed. So now for the panel, everybody, I hate that we didn't get Kiki in, but we will do pay-per-view predictions going forward. We'll add you in. But what I would say, panel-wise, the show did kind of bad because this is from Get Money Sports as well. The Saturday show, everybody picked Division except Sheriff and DC. So we all didn't do well on that. Now, let's go ahead and get into it. Y'all thoughts? Let's start with DC this time. DC, what do you think about that match? Your opinion.
I picked them because LA Knight's in every commercial. He's so relevant right now. It didn't matter who he fought with. Because honestly, we talked about this last week. LA Knight and the Usos doesn't even make sense. They were feuding right before the WrestleMania. Like they didn't know if they're gonna be buddies or not. Now they're fighting together. I don't know where that story's going. But LA Knight was so relevant. You had to have him in WrestleMania. You spent so much money in commercials. With him up there, it was completely easy to figure that one out. To me.
Right. Okay, I like it. Kiki, your thought?
It was a decent match for what it was, like for the angle behind it and everything. To me, I'm kind of like DC. It kind of didn't make sense that all of a sudden the Usos and LA, because there's this tension that's been going on, and that's something that I always talk about at times where it's like WWE will start to do something and then they'll just completely like divert and do something else, and it's like, okay, that doesn't make any sense. So I mean, as far as the match though, since we're talking about the match was good for what it was between the parties involved. But it made sense why they were the first act for night 1.
Yeah, I like that. A good opinion.
Yeah, it's just there's not a story really behind it other than the titles were cost. That was really about it. That was it.
I'm with
Typical revenge thing. Yeah. It's just typical revenge match type, thing. So
yeah, I don't want to be mean. I want to be mean to Jay. You already know me. But be my what's your thoughts?
Well, 2 things on this one. What I didn't understand is the Cameron and Jay Uso. I mean, it has nothing to do with anything with WrestleMania going on. Last word he said was, "I'll see you at WrestleMania." And the thing about it is, Cameron was nowhere to be found. I think with the creative control with WWE, whoever's doing the creative writing or whoever, they don't know where to put your boy DC. They don't know where to put him at. What's his name?
LA Knight.
LA Knight. They don't know where to put him
Yeah.
at. And the thing about it is, you let Usos lose the title, and then now the Vision can't even win a WrestleMania match. And 2 Speed, whatever his name is, whoever Speed, Show Speed, 2 Speed, Fast Speed, I don't know what the hell his name is. Didn't even. I did like the jump off the rope and hit. Boy, that was nice.
Yeah.
But the match, like Kiki said, the match was irrelevant. I don't know. I don't understand the match. It was subpar. It was all right, but I don't understand the storyline behind it.
I know the question I'd like to ask Teddy about this match, because you said leave celebrities out. How did you enjoy ISO Speed this match?
I mean, he didn't bother me too much because I know he's a real athlete. So I know it's not like he's an actor that's trying to convert. The man really can. He's very talented, right? So I don't trip on Osho Speed. I think he's somebody that really could probably be like Logan Paul in WWE. I really do. I think
Okay.
he got the skills. So that being said, I'm not going hard on the Vision because I think that the problem is they kind of painted themselves into a corner, right? Like now Braun is back. You could have put these pieces together to make it make more sense.
Right.
But I think that that's what the problem is with them is they don't know what to do with the Vision now that Seth Rollins is back and Braun is like I think it just threw them off with the WrestleMania match a little bit. But I would say that was a TV show match. I'm tired of them having to always pander to Jey Uso. I'm gonna be honest, it's wrestling, and I told everybody this. His wrestling is garbage.
You did say
Great.
that.
He had a great story. He tells a great story with all. I mean, he's irritating because you have to try to like watch him go against good talent, and he is making too many mistakes at the same things he should be excelling at. Like when he was a part of a tag team, he'll hit that spot like it's no other. But when he singles, he's doo-doo. And it's one of those things for me. I just kind of get tired of Camp because he's like LA Knight. He's on a bunch of commercials. It's like y'all making us like Jey Uso. I'm like, bro, just let it happen. I think the steam ran out once Roman left. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
He was standing the wrong way one time for his slap and got slapped in the side of the head. I mean, I'm not trying to say I could do this, but I think I could face the person I need to be slapped by. Let's just keep that straight, you know?
It's like to say, like, you know, some guys like it's like probably NBA. You got some guys that even in the older age, they're still gonna work as hard as a young guy to really work hard and get it over. And then you got some guys once they get there, they think they don't have to put in the same amount of work. Now, again, this is just my opinion. I don't know for
Kyrie
a fact.
Irving.
You know what I mean? See what I mean? You know, but I would just say again, I like LA Knight. I love me some LA Knight.
Yeah.
I think he should have had the title for a good run against Cody or something. Like give him
He's
the belt.
coming. He's coming.
They got
Hopefully, because I feel like because he's hot. Like you guys said, the LA Knight's been hot for a minute now. There's been plenty of times with Money in the Bank, or I mean, there's just been plenty of opportunity, and it just seems like, and LA Knight's not getting no younger. So, and you can tell that WWE is looking towards the young guys. That's why I'm not trying to bring up night 2. I'm not going to bring up the matches, but that's why you got people looking at Obafemi, Javon Evans, the Braun Breaker. Like they're trying to.
Hey, I'm glad you said that. I'm sorry to cut you off. Can you imagine they had Oba, Trick, and Javon on the night 2? We didn't even, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm fine with that. I like the lineup.
I'm glad you pointed that out. We got 3 of the hottest young talent. We mean as fans of WWE and wrestling. That is smoking white hot, and they all was there where they needed to be. The outcome the way it should. I'm very excited. And then 3 African American brothers. 3.
Right.
I mean, we need to shout out Cargill in there too. She's new and African American. Just because she didn't win, she was still there and super relevant.
I can't wait till we talk about her match.
no, it's history.
Y'all better get ready for me. I'm tired of you Jade haters. We're gonna talk about that. Let's talk about that.
But what I was gonna say, TK, with the
Jade
Vision
haters.
thing, is we have to remember Seth Rollins was injured for a minute, so that's why the Vision, quote unquote, split or turned on him last year. And then with Braun, he injured himself. So you're right with everything you were saying with the Vision. They do seem kind of lost at the moment until now that Braun Breaker is back. But that's because like the injury bug bit everyone within it. So they kind of had to scrap the original plans for what they were going to do with the Vision because injuries kept occurring. And then you also have to think too, we got our biggest show of the year coming up, and we got all these injuries. So we're trying to sit here and make storylines work that's going to put butts in seats and stuff, even though the ticket prices still were ridiculous, but that's neither here nor there. So that's a lot to do. That's a lot to do with losing a bunch of star people you had plans for, especially for your biggest show of the year and still trying to make it a banger with everyone, and I do give kudos to WWE for that one on that. So
Thank you. And next match is Drew McIntyre versus Fatu. That's Jacob Baez. I love it. That Fatu. I love it. Anyway,
Fatu.
give my opinion first, I guess this time. I'll be really, really quick. Man, the emotion that he shared in that match when at the beginning he cried, I felt that. You know what I mean? Like, so a lot of people out there, those emotions, that's tears of just satisfaction. That's not tears of sadness. So I want everybody to know that I love that moment for him because he worked hard in his life to get there through all what he's been through. However, the match was great. For what it's worth, I think if it was unsanctioned, it should have been a little bit more dangerous because considering they had the street fight the next night, I think it was on the same level of violence. You got to get a little crazier with unsanctioned match. And I don't think they pushed it enough. And I think because of those commercials, I think it really messed up WWE's timing. So I would just say that they did a phenomenal job. But your winner in that match was Jacob 5-2. I kicked this over to D-minus.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think that this match, I expected more from this match, being unsanctioned. And the thing about it is, and I think one thing about it, I go back to the creative writing again. I don't know who's doing it. Drew McIntyre should not be in this kind of situation, man. He should be champion right about now. But they love this old Cody Rhodes shit. They love Cody. And we'll talk about that match later, too, because I think I know why Cody won that match. And it's supposed to be scripted for Randy Orton to win it. But I think something happened, and I'll get into that a little later, but they sleeping on Drew McIntyre. I don't know what they're going to do with him, but I don't like what they're doing to Drew McIntyre, man. But the match should have been a little better than I thought it was.
Yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying. I really do. Let's go to Kiki.
I thought the match, like you said, was good. I also agree with you on because it was unsanctioned, I was kind of expecting a little bit more. And my thing is this, if it makes sense, blood should be involved also when we're talking about certain types of matches. It doesn't make sense. And especially, okay, the storyline with Drew and Fatu is this intense hatred towards each other. Drew kicked this man's teeth out of his mouth, etc. Like, they have a deep hatred. There's no bleeding. It's yes, it's an unsanctioned match. You guys use some weapons and stuff, but it was that basically was like a hardcore match from the Attitude Era, if you really want to, call it what it is. But it was still a good match. Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre are both great at what they do, so it was still a good match. But like you said, it should have been more. But from what I heard, the bug in my ear was that Drew McIntyre is set to take a break soon because he's supposed to be doing something with like a Highlander remake or something of that nature. So I feel like in part because of that is why they probably went easy on the unsanctioned match. So that way he might, to just prevent injury in case, because he is getting ready to go do that project outside of that. That's my only guess as to why it was like that, because normally it would be a more intense match if we're talking about unsanctioned stuff.
Very fair. Okay. DC, what you got for me?
Man, I even texted it in our group. Drew McIntyre walks out and he's got the Highlander sword. Okay, writers, I'm in. I am so in. I texted the group. Unsanctioned. Does that mean he gets to use a sword?
That's what everybody did. I swear to God.
Yeah, so writers, you bring him out with the Highlander sword. He's going to Highlander. He's going on a break. He has to cut him. He has to use that sword in some way to make blood. How did the sword get to the ring and never get used again? Major fuck up. Yep. Major fuck up. Major.
I can't argue that. No lies detected.
Major mess up. I'm a money guy. I'm a money guy. You could have been linked up with Highlander the movie for years. The sequel. All you had to do is bring that sword into the play.
Mm-hmm.
So disappointed.
I like it, man.
But you can't blame the wrestlers, right? Like if the writers tell you this is what's going to happen and the sword don't come back, that's not on the wrestlers. So the wrestling match was good. The writers messed up, right?
Yeah, that's true. It is on the producers.
Yeah, because like when you get to certain levels, or let's say promotions that you have stricter guidelines, like I do, yeah, you kind of like will come and ask me like, "Hey, Teddy, can we do this?" No. Okay. Well, what about this? You know what I mean? Like that's
I mean, he's not. He's that. It's
he's right.
true.
He's right.
I've had experience with that. With
So
that.
Drew,
So.
was this Drew's mistake for not asking to use the sword during the match? It's
Oh,
got to
that's-
be somebody's mistakes. Somebody
See, that's
somebody
one,
made
they-
a mistake in not using that sword, Teddy.
you gotta remember they're a PG company, so they can't just
Yeah.
cut somebody's flesh
Dude,
open.
they had a toolbox that had
Correct.
that had recent. We won't go too far, but come on, man.
But again, you gotta remember, to
Maybe just
where-
push it against his forehead a little bit.
They put a disclaimer, right? But you could not literally be having a sword being used in a match like
Right.
that. WWE's product. Now AEW, yes, these fools are doing
Alright.
everything that you should not do on
Alright.
TV. And that is horrible.
Why
Well,
bring
I
the
could
sword
bet
down then, Teddy?
He
That-
could take the handle end of the sword and maybe
Yeah.
hit him with
Yeah,
it or
right.
something.
Yeah, I'm cool with that, but it's like, Lord have mercy. If he cut that man's thigh, just imagine if he sliced this thigh wide open, how they gonna finish this match?
I'm not talking about going in there and gouging him. I'm just saying picking it up and like pushing it against him, and they go, "Oh my God, Fatu's cut!" Like it's not a real cut, we know, but you got to make it. Why bring the sword if it's not in the match? I don't understand. I was so
I think
disappointed.
It's still a PG promotion, so I think
Right.
it's a very thin line with the children. You gotta remember the key demographic of what you're selling to is young children. So you
Yep.
don't want to put that impression like that's okay.
And there was so many in the audience.
But okay, one last
What
thing
about
before
all
we
those?
move on. I
What
know
about those little children walking down? Like he's walking down. What about them little kids going? You gonna use that on him? I'm not the only. Kids had to think
well,
that.
here's
Like,
my
it's
thing.
It's an aesthetic. You know what I mean? Like that's like when I come out to the ring. If I were the belt is an aesthetic. Like me holding his championship is an accessory, really. Now it is a weapon as well, right?
What about Bianca's whip? That's no different.
For her hair, that's a weapon.
Yeah, it cuts skin too.
But that
Yeah.
it can, but it's not the same thing as drawing blood or this, that, and the third. But my thing I was gonna say is I understand it's a kid oriented or PG show, but okay, in the Attitude Era, there was people still bringing their children to watch the WWE, then WWF, and you were seeing as a kid Mae Young getting powerbombed by the Dudley Boys off the stage through a table, or Jeff Jarrett cracking Fabulous Moolah in the head with a guitar. So to me, it's kind of funny how now, because we're in this era that we're in, it's like, oh, think of the children, and it's just like,
No, I'm sorry, I gotta disagree. I think that that's the problem with a lot of times the problem why we push away fans. Because everybody thinks it has to be a hardcore match. Everybody's gonna bleed. Everybody always asks me, they be like, when you gonna do a hardcore? I'm like, why do I have to do that? Why are you not entertained by what I do rather than you need to script that in my mind? I need to bleed all over the place. Well, now I'm gonna be honest. Again, we're talking about the WWE, they got money. The
Right.
average person you talk to on this independent scene, if you're out there bleeding, you most likely only got money to even heal up from that injury. And y'all go out here getting hepatitis C and stuff, and you make it $20, you a dumbass. I'm sorry. That's just my. I definitely.
But
I don't-
before I went, though, in my opinion, 2 out of the 3 people that went said they expected blood.
That's the problem. That is the exact problem. That wrestling.
Why make it unsanctioned then?
No, but that's the problem. Is to say having an expectation is like Bruno Sammartino when he was wrestling. He was wrestling, right?
Peace,
So what
Bruno.
changed from there to now? Now it's always, we got to take it to the next level. Got to take it to the next level. Sometimes you need to put the brakes on certain things because now they're not worried about wrestling. They just want to see deathmatch. Like I'm not in for that. Like,
well, I'm not into the death match now. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about like CZW stuff where it's like, the light bulbs and all that kind of stuff. Cause I get it. Like it just has to make sense. And I guess my thing is like, if you take a toolbox and smash it into someone's head,
It's gonna be
the
blood.
reality you're thinking is, okay, we know you're not really cracking this in someone's head, but the reality is if you did crack a toolbox on someone's forehead, you're causing them to bleed. That's just the reality of it. But I get what you're saying. It doesn't need to be a consistent thing all over the place, like how John Moxley started bleeding off of a sling blade move. Like, no, that's ridiculous.
So because let's say you get hit by a toolbox, even if you were to not bleed, you shouldn't be able to get up and still wrestle 5 more minutes.
I'm
Logically,
with you.
I mean,
Well,
you'll be unconscious. So
Let's do this.
You know what I mean?
What made it
True. I
unsanctioned?
mean, yeah, it's
Kenny?
not true.
What made the what made the match unsanctioned? What did they do to get the unsanctioned title on it?
That's
Like,
why
why
I
did
agree.
WWE not want this to be sanctioned? They
But
didn't do
I think,
anything.
like, it's all about a title, right? If I told you, like they had a match one time with Edge and Randy Orton, the greatest match ever. It wasn't. But how
It
many
was
people went to
unsanctioned.
watch that match?
Yeah, okay.
Because you heard
True.
the name. So when I told you, now you said unsanctioned, you're right. What do you think? Oh man, it's gonna be a bloodbath.
It's got to be
That's what-
something that they don't want to sanction. It's got to be nasty.
Correct. I agree. But there's limit. Well, the problem is that, and it goes to that point. Other matches in these nights had way more blood, but the contact was actually deserving of the blood that happened, right?
100%.
It wasn't to say like it was loosely done. So if and also too, this is the second match of the night. If they're out there bleeding a bloodbath, then you're not leaving room for later on the card where it's an heavyweight.
Valid.
It takes away from the main event.
And there's a word called marketing.
Okay.
man. It's a
Okay.
marketing-
Point
It's a
taken.
marketing
Point
thing.
taken.
It's
Yeah.
marketing.
You gotta imagine if you're building a show, right? The opening match should get the crowd going, get them moving, and then you build from there. But your period resistance of every show should be your main event. So there are certain things that you're kind of told in wrestling not to do, depending on where you're on the card, because you don't want to take the opportunity for somebody else to do it better. So
Gotcha.
bleeding
Okay.
in the first
All
match,
right. All right.
like if you're gonna bleed and then nobody else is doing the rest of the night, then you kind of stole it from it being important later, where a real story probably was there.
All right.
But no, I mean, I just think good opinions. I just, everybody's different. It's like it's
I don't
hard.
understand the business side of it. Like I'm a watcher. If I see somebody come out with a sword, I know he's coming out new Highlander movie. He's got a leather jacket all the way down to the bottom. He looks like Highlander.
Right.
DC
You
is
cannot
going to
make-
see someone get sliced. That's what
No,
he
I don't
just
want to see
wants-
him get slashed. I like what you said. Even the butt of the
No, I'm
sword. You could have
teasing.
taken. He could have brought the sword up like this and brought it under and hit him with the butt. I'm fine. The sword just.
You
needed to be
could, though.
in
I
there.
mean, if we're being practical, yeah, we're not going to do the slice, but you could have done something with,
Yeah.
with the,
I just
or
wanted to see the sword again, Teddy.
if you were trying to use the
Okay.
sword in some form or fashion.
You could have marketed it. Kids would have bought a plastic sword forever and went and seen Highlander and everything.
That's not a good idea. So we got all right. So next match was Becky Lynch and AJ Lee for the women's Intercontinental title, and your winner was Becky Lynch. She finally defeated AJ Lee. The panel did very well. Kunta was on a loser on this one. I'll be quick about it. I think the match was good because it was short. It allowed Becky not to make the crucial mistake that she always does in matches because she can't carry nobody through any match. She's an excellent promo. Don't get me wrong. I love the
Mike,
presentation
yeah.
of her, but wrestling, the longer she goes, the worse we're gonna get. So in AJ, last point, she jumped and kept taking the most horrible bumps on those dang on rock bottoms. You need to chill out on that because that girl was boosting up and Becky was falling down. She would never jump and went up. And if you notice, AJ was falling on the back of her head both times. But anyway, there were women's Intercontinental title. I'm gonna kick it over to D-Man.
Yeah, I agree, man. I'm glad it was short, but I actually like Becky Lynch. I think she can wrestle. I know Ted don't think that she can wrestle, but I actually like Becky Lynch as a wrestler, man, and a promo. So I enjoyed AJ losing. I'm happy that happened because she should never been back in the WWE anyway. So good riddance.
All right.
Back to the kitchen.
All right, we're gonna go to Kiki on this one.
I'll make
Check
this
in
one
on the
short.
gym.
I'll make this short. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I was cooking my dinner during this match, so it was kind of like I kept peeking around the corner to just see what was going on, and so therefore, if I gave my honest opinion, it was an okay. Like you said, it was a good thing it was short. Because from what I was seeing, I wasn't impressed by either individual. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I gotta say with that one. Yeah. I was cooking dinner.
DC, what you got for us?
Well, you heard me say I could have went sometime. This was the one, but because it was so
I
short,
knew this.
I just went back to my text messages. I actually was commenting, and I said the exact same words that Teddy said in the comment. And I'll tell you my Becky Lynch thing. I'm totally her mic work A1, A+++, gold stars. She can't. Nobody out there can work like Becky in the female mic. In the ring, though, the more Teddy has told me about her wrestling, I've noticed that she's not a very good wrestler.
Yeah,
Okay,
same here.
And then I've noticed this. I feel like she's running out of gas, and that's it. When she comes in there and gets those first, like she's really into it, and then you can see her kind of flat-footed, like in boxing. Like people get tired and they get flat-footed. Teddy kind of brought it up, and the more I watch her, Teddy's kind of right.
Yeah, she's. I think that very talented. She's getting towards the end of her career because she's worrying about the other side, which is like shout out to her on that because I always admire people walking out of the ring instead of getting carried out. But good match from these ladies. I'm gonna say some real quick comment. If I'm not mistaken, I think that match was shorter than Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn. So I'm gonna keep it moving. It's funny how two veterans women had a shorter match for the Intercontinental title than it did for Trick Williams and Sam. I'm just saying. And so we're gonna move on. Gunther, the ring general versus Seth Rollins. And here we go. So we're gonna have some bonus points given. Well, one bonus point given out to special. It predict that Braun Breaker was gonna come out and attack Seth Rollins. And so he gets a point on that. I'll be really quick about this match. The match was very good. Very, very good match. I loved it. Good storytelling for something that didn't have a story. The match wanted me to want to see another one. I enjoyed it. I think both of these guys are on the high level. Love Seth Rollins' entrance. I think that was dope. Also, freaking Gunther with that, just that. Oh man, he is really good. Gunther was on that night. Good job by both those gentlemen. I think that was one of my favorite matches of the week.
Yep.
All right, go to DC with the extra point right there. It is. What do you think about this?
I just want to shout out to Kunta. I'm expecting my ring because now that I've already posted that we had a 3-way tie for first, if D- didn't get the other bonus point on Sunday, I know he said something, but I don't remember what he said. That's going to make me the sole winner. I like my WWE ring for my championship for WrestleMania 42, please.
Hey, he's correct, and that is an extra point.
Hey, I would say this: D-, did Gunther miss one move? That is the most precise I've ever seen him. Everything, every slap, every kick, even the jumps. Gunther, that was his best match I've ever watched.
Yeah, he was really good.
You know how I feel about Gunther. Everybody know how I feel about Gunther.
Yeah.
I think he's the best out there. This was the best match of night one. Should have been the main event because the main event actually sucked night one. This Gunther and Seth Rollins, it'll tell you the epitome of athletes that's in the WWE. Those two carried each other. And to piggyback off Becky a little bit, real quick, Becky only wrestles with her competition because if you look at Becky, she fight some veterans, she can really wrestle. But now she's got to carry these guys, these women that can't wrestle. So it look like she can't wrestle. So it ain't got nothing to do with she can't wrestle. Now just look at it though. But Gunther and was the best fight of night one by far.
I'm not to oppose that thought so much at all. I would just add that it's both sides, right?
Yeah,
I do agree. I do agree with what you're saying. It's a lot of say the younger talent, yet a lot of
I get you.
Yeah, I do agree though. I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Kiki, what you got for me?
Yes, this is probably out of night one. Yeah, this is one of those matches that stuck out that made night one that to make me give it that 3.5. Because like y'all were saying, Gunther was on point, Seth was on point. The fact that they told a really good story on the fly for a WrestleMania match that like it just two professionals that just really know what they're doing and did it very, very well. And then to have Braun Breaker come back, because we knew that story wasn't over, so it just it gelled perfectly. Whoever produced that, yeah, they know
I
what they're
did.
doing.
I did.
Well, I think the thing was we all kind of indicated it would happen.
Yeah.
I just think the part is this to me, and I'll leave this. The part I don't. Number one, it does leave it where Seth didn't get the right, the right straight up clean win, or he lost dirty, right? So that saves Seth.
Mhm.
So it leaves room for another match. Number two,
100%.
and this was stupid for booking. If the man can run 90 miles per hour to the ring full speed
Ooh.
twice, then he should have been wrestling in.
You ain't lying.
Like that don't even. You could have just did like they always do. He could have just cut promos up to Mania. That's all he had to do. And if you could have figured it out for Gunther, he could have retired Rey Mysterio, old tired
You ain't
behind.
lying. Right.
I think that's where it's left to be
Facts.
stupid booking. This is one of those matches. I'm glad they had one of the greatest wrestlers right now in the game. They are on that. They on that level. But to sit here and have to watch the breakdown of how that was stupid. I'm sorry. I do not understand it. Y'all missed the boat, like by a long shot. Because Braun and Seth could have made more money in that moment than what we've seen. Now nobody's tripping on that.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. That pissed me off right there. I was like, "Hey, the man can do that. Why wouldn't he wrestle?" All right, we got Stephanie Valkyrie versus Liv Morgan. The panel was 4-2 in favor of Liv, and Stephanie lost her title. Really quick, I think that I'm not upset either way. I think Liv, the match was good. It was short. That's nothing despite of it all. I think Stephanie is a better wrestler, but when it comes down to the total package right now for WWE, it is Liv Morgan. So they did the right thing on two levels. Liv can carry the division. She's telling a good story. It's going to break down with the her team, and then at the same time, it gets butts and seats. So I'm with it. Let's go with Kiki first this time. What do you think, Kiki?
I liked the match. It was like you said, it was good. It didn't drag to where you're like, okay, now we're just, what are we doing? Like let's wrap this up. For me personally, watching Liv Morgan's growth from when she was getting beat up by Ronda Rousey a few years back to where she's at now, I'm proud, and it's awesome to see. So it makes sense, like you said, she's on that level, like you said. But Stephanie Valkyrie is the better wrestler, and it's someone actually posted it online. Stephanie Valkyrie is the better wrestler. Liv Morgan's just the better entertainer. In the sense of the promos and how she and all that kind of stuff. So, but to wrap it up, it was I enjoyed the match. It was a good match, and I picked Liv Morgan to win it just because Stephanie Valkyrie did have the title for like 210 days or whatever it was. So we knew she was going to drop it here soon anyway. So
let's go with Demonis.
Oh yeah, man. My second wife, man. Hey, who think that she wasn't gonna win, man? Come on, man. She had a nice song, nice wrestling match. Hey, man, I can't say anything bad about my second wife, man. So hey, that's my girl. DC, I know you hate it. I know y'all hate it. Y'all love Stephanie. Hey, Stephanie is a hell of a wrestler. No, but Liv is marketable, man. She is marketable, and that's what it's all about. That money, you know it.
DC, what do you think?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say nothing. But thanks for the money.
That's what the hell I think. I don't want to comment about that match, but I will give you a comment. You asked something. A lot of people are complaining right now on the internet. There were under 60 minutes of wrestling for a 3-hour pay-per-view. So the matches went down like this.
wow.
Usos in LA in the Vision, 7 minutes. Jacob and Drew, 14 minutes. Woman Fatal 4-Way, 9 minutes. That does not make a lot of sense to me. Becky Lynch and AJ Lee, 8 minutes. Gunther and Rollins, 15 minutes. Liv Morgan and Valkyrie, 7 minutes. 7 minutes for that match. And Orton and Cody, 23 minutes.
That's
You're
too
gonna
much.
explain that to me, Teddy. And the other thing I wanted to ask you, like you said, you don't want to be that match in front of other matches. So, like when Gunther went out there and showed out, didn't he fuck up the rest of the show?
No, because you knew what you was anticipating at the end, right? You got to
Right.
have boom, boom, boom. So you start, middle, finish. Got to be your strongest matches. Then you put your matches in there that could possibly steal the show as well, right? So those people had the opportunity right behind possibly a hot match. They can carry that momentum to get to another one, right? So it's up to them to carry that weight. So, and again, it's not to say if they drop the ball. Well, like you said, some people's impression of one match before, like good example is Icon Pro. I went after the tag team championship match, and everybody raved about that one. So when my match happened, some people didn't like it much. However, it didn't make me feel negative. I know I felt like I did a great job in there. But I do agree that for some folks, in this case, some of these matches is good it went short, and others is glad it went a little bit longer.
Yep.
We close on time, and we got a couple of matches to talk about. We'll go rapid fire with some of these opinions. Orton versus Cody Rhodes, and your winner is Cody Rhodes. The only pick of the whole panel was Kunta, and I'm gonna be honest. I could have cared less about this match. I would have wished Orton would have won. I do love me some Randy Orton, and I hate that we're gonna go to payback with the possibility of him winning it there, whereas they could have just let him win in Mania. I'm tired of it. They need to move on. He needs to get away from the title. Go find something else to go play with. Go play with traffic. But that's my thought.
Oh man.
D-minus.
I'm so sick of Cody. I really am. And I thought they was gonna let him lose the title this time, but I understand why they didn't. Because they want to hype some more stuff up. They don't have anything else left on SmackDown. So they want to make this match another match again, which Randy was gonna get his 15 title. But they could have did, like you said, they could have did this shit at WrestleMania, man. And they just so stuck on Cody Rhodes. Oh my God. I am so sick of his ass. But I ain't gonna take too much time on it. The match was terrible. You know, it could have been Gunther and Seth Rollins in championship match. So, I mean, that's just my opinion.
I agree. DC.
Could have went and got wings during this match too.
Right.
That was absolute. And here's the problem: like Cody Rhodes needs to understand something. Like he should walk in there and say, "Hey guys, I don't think I'm that popular anymore." And slur if you want to. I know you got a little speech thing going on, but here's the facts: you're just not relevant. You went and did your moves, and you did your, and nobody was cheering your name, bro. You could not get the crowd to cheer your name one time. I'm just telling you, as a wrestler, and I'll go to Teddy. Teddy, as a wrestler, don't you need to know when it's not working and take responsibility or accountability and say, look, I need to re-image, take a break, do a movie? Like, what is Cody messing up here?
I think it's both sides. I think the management is doing too much for him to be like they're not allowing him to just work it out. He needs to get away from the belt, develop more stories underneath. So if he does get near the championship, it's like he earned it instead of they just keep handing it to him. I think that's the biggest thing for some people. Get them away from
enemy.
You got to get some people away from a belt, like Charlotte. Charlotte is in a tag team to get away from the heavyweight division because once she gets out of being a tag team, she's an instant number one contender. You cannot deny her that. So you have to do everything to get her away from that belt. And I think that's the same thing with Cody. They got to find some ways to get him away from the belt. Kiki, you got you already spoke.
Yeah, I like you said, I lost interest in this match even prior to the match happening, just because of how you had 20 years worth of storyline. Pat McAfee didn't need to be in it, so I mean, I was watching it because I was hoping and thinking Randy was gonna win it.
Right.
And I agree with you. I don't see why he didn't win it at WrestleMania. But and I agree with you. I think Cody's getting the John Cena treatment to a degree. I'm not saying John Cena didn't earn it. I'm just saying you're trying to replace John, but it's almost like what they did with Roman Reigns, and you can't. It has to be authentic, and that's why Roman is now beloved because he became an authentic character that he developed, not that WWE tried to mold and create and force down our throats to be like, yeah, because that's not how, because John Cena wasn't built like that. He created what he created to be popular. So, but anyway, so I probably get, if I was to rank that match, I probably would rank it at like a 2.5 with just the tomfoolery that just went on with it.
I'm with it. Like I don't I don't understand it. Like I get it, WWE. I do. Like you have to have that consummate baby face that people cheer for when they feel like all hope is lost. This guy is the savior. He's gonna bring us out of this. And I really believe my 9-year-old daughter has watched wrestling her whole life with me, and she is irritated at Cody. Because every time he in the match, he's going to win, and it makes her mad. It's like she cannot stand it. And we talking about a 9-year-old girl that
Right.
definitely understands the logic of wrestling, and she don't even understand how he keeps winning. So let's break this down even further. How did you circle your way back to that championship when you didn't win the Royal Rumble?
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
Just so you can go against, it's like you could have just had Drew go against Randy if you didn't want Randy to win it.
Yep.
Right,
It
right.
just add up, and that's why I don't get sometimes with stupidity. Like ladies and gentlemen, I have an independent wrestling promotion, and what I do with my show is we book from top to bottom. Does it make sense? Because I want people to come back because they like, I don't want to miss the next chapter of this book, right? WWE's problem is they skip a lot of chapters, or some of them stuck together from some of them basic chapters, and they just pages and they skip it to the end. And it's like you guys are not giving me volumes of books. You're just trying to tie up one chapter and make it one big old book. That's not going to work. And I think that's the problem with a lot of their stories. Gunther and Seth did not need too much meat on the bone, but they got the job done. Why?
Yep.
Because they're professionals and they can work. Compared to you had all this time with Randy Orton and Cody, and it was the most boring main event build up I ever seen in my life.
Yep.
Like it was. I'm tired of Cody coming to the ring dressed up like Mr. Peanut and trying to like act like he's tough. Bruh, switch it up. Come to the ring with some sweatpants on and a cut-off T-shirt like you ready to fight. Like you about to go out there and clean somebody's shoes.
Dude, that's Captain America. You better watch out.
Like, okay, think about this. Look at the difference of this. Look how Cena look in that suit compared to Cody.
Yeah.
Cena look weird as hell in the suit, but the man looks good in the suit, right? Because he's hosting the show.
Weird.
But Cody every week come down with a little pocket watch and all this pristine look. I'm tired of it, bro. It's like you're giving us Hogan vibes.
Yep.
Tired. So
Hey, before you go to Sunday, I got one more question about Saturday because I don't understand this. You could teach me. Okay, so Pat McAfee is with Randy Orton. I get it. I kind of even commented in the box, hey, maybe Pat McAfee is going to dabble in the manager side. Because, I mean, the first time I met you, I already wanted to be a manager. I still want to get some of Aloysius, okay? Just because I don't know who he is, he's talking shit. You know, I don't like it. But why did Cody give McAfee the crossroad and then like 2 minutes later, he RKO's him? I mean, Randy RKO's Pat. I don't understand. What's going on there? What's that story telling you?
all right, I like how with that, the reason why you can see Randy did is because why he didn't count 3.
Yeah. Right.
How she didn't even count.
Oh,
You counted, you could have done anything. So
Yep.
what's the point of coming into a ring the
missed that.
right way, thinking, oh, he got
Right.
it. So he should have just
Totally
fast
missed
counted
that.
1, 2, 3. That's it. See,
Yep.
that's how you get heat, right? He literally could have done that, and
So he
hey,
messed up.
or something like that. It could have been
Mhm.
more. But
Man.
again, I think WWE
Yeah.
phoned it home. I think they rested on, okay, we got the money now. We got them watching now. Give them whatever the heck we want. And they didn't want to foresee it through. Now, I would say, personally, yes, I would have wanted a fast count. Even if it was,
Well,
now
that
they
makes
also,
sense.
yeah, and
I
also
get it now.
say FU to Pat McAfee because TKO made him do this. Because I don't think Pat wanted to be anywhere near that match, and they made him do it, giving him a bag. So on both sides, I think the problem was TKO does way too much with one thing, meaning Pat, and I think they did the right thing on the other side with Lil Yachty and Speed. I think they did a good job on that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think.
All right, y'all enjoy Sunday.
All right. Hey, we ain't going away, ladies and gentlemen. We got bonus time. All right. So if y'all, we was blessed with some more time. We're gonna keep this rolling. So we're gonna talk about night 2. That is. Are y'all ready to stay with me? What y'all gonna do?
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Cool. I'm with it. First match of the night. What was the first match? What was the First match. Oh yes. Oh yes, everybody. That's why I got my hair out tonight.
You kind of look like his hair like that, TKO. You kind of look like him out there a little bit.
Oba.
Yeah, man. I remember when he was in NXT. I think me and you were talking about that when we talked about NXT. I said, wait till Obafemi get to the main roster.
Yeah.
I said that. Yes, sir. We got bonus time. Hey, it was like 2 nights of WrestleMania. You're getting 30 more minutes.
Yeah, there you go.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Obafemi went out there and defeated the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, in less than 5 minutes, that is. And he did the right thing because you are now looking at the future heavyweight champion of WWE. You're looking at the future of someone that is just I'm excited. But everybody, comment real quick on that match. I think it was a beautiful job. And it was, to me, at the end, to see Brock Lesnar retire was something. That right there had me to speak. I was just sitting there watching TV quiet.
Yeah.
Really trying to let my mind process what's going on, because we all knew he was going to possibly retire at SummerSlam in Minnesota, but for him to do it last night, and that was really cool. I think that was the right way to go out. It shouldn't have been someone else to take him out after a match like that. That's how you do the right thing in this business. You put the kid over and you put him strong for the next generation of wrestlers.
Yep.
And last part I think was hilarious is him trying to cry was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. That man, that man trying to cry had me laughing because, I get it, bro. You really are one of the ones definitely going in the Hall of Fame, one of the most phenomenal God-given talents I ever seen in my life to grace the wrestling ring. You can't teach it. You can't teach that.
Right.
And but. Congratulations, Brock Lesnar. We appreciate you. We thank you for everything you've done in this professional wrestling business. And we'll see you. But the new big dog in the yard, that is Obafemi. And I'm going to pass that along to D-Minus.
Yeah, man, that's how you kick off a WrestleMania. I didn't think it's going to be kicked off with that particular match. I was like, damn, this match on already? I thought it would be closer to next to the last match. But I'm glad they did it that way. You got the crowd hype. Look. First of all, let me tell you, Brock Lesnar. I thought I'd be never nobody like him again. I didn't think nobody gonna be like him again. But that damn Obi, that motherfucker, that boy, that man. You see how easy he picked this man up and pop, like it was so easy. Like,
bro, the stuff they were doing in that, like when he popped up, and two, you got to think about this. Brock is work. Like Brock everything says that Brock picked him.
Yeah.
The word back in the backstage is Brock just don't wrestle anybody.
Right.
If he's going to work, and he picked Oba to be that guy. And that's what makes it even more special, that he was selling like a madman. The power bomber, the way he went up there.
Yeah,
if
man.
If he wouldn't have worked with you, Brock wouldn't get up there. I tell you that right now. He wouldn't have.
Man.
Only 1 or 2 Germans? Normally,
yeah,
20 of them. He only gave them 2. And they didn't let it pop up. That's why I think it's so crazy that, like you said, man, the way he made him look, how amazing is.
Yes.
Brock,
dominant.
He's a phenomenal wrestler.
Yeah. But big ups to Brock Lesnar, man. Great career. Hey, we gonna miss you because I love to hear that sound out of nowhere. That music, when that music hit, I'm like, oh shit, he here. But man, I'm telling you, but hey, big shout out to Brock Lesnar. But Obi, man, hey, congratulations in advance because he's gonna be next champ soon.
Oh yeah, I like that. Hey, Kiki, what you got? What you thinking right there?
I like you said, basically you basically said everything I was gonna say with it, is that Brock doesn't get his flowers enough. He gets actually probably a little too much hate, but when he knows what's good for business and who to put over and everything, he makes you look good and he works with you. And he, like you said, he killed it selling for Oba, doing everything for Oba to get him over, because Oba is believable to be as Michael Cole said, the next big thing, and stuff like Brock Lesnar was when he debuted. And like you said, it was kind of funny when I saw him like try to cry. I was like, I've never seen this animal cry a day in my life. And you're what, dude? I was actually shocked too with the retirement thing too, because I was thinking about going to, because Minneapolis, Minnesota is my grandma's hometown as well, but I was contemplating going to SummerSlam just to watch him retire if he was going to do it at SummerSlam. One thing I was going to say is like you said too, Brock Lesnar, I would consider him our generation's Andre the Giant. You will never see another Brock Lesnar, just like you will never see another Andre the Giant. Brock Lesnar's just one of a kind. You're not gonna see either. He'll be heavily duplicate. Some people will try to duplicate and replicate, but there is only one Brock Lesnar. So,
and they saying he's gonna be on the show tonight. They just advertising. I'm looking at Raw right now on my phone. They advertising Brock's gonna be on the show tonight. Wow.
Okay.
Wow, that's something. All right. But ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching Raw right now live, the Monday night after Raw is always gonna be a good one. But I value and thank y'all for your opinions because I think the same. Brock Lesnar doesn't get the credit he deserves, yet he is by far, like you said, I like that opinion too by saying our Andre the Giant. But man, Brock, we love you, guy. I mean, one of the best to ever do it.
Yep.
So then we had a good old fatal 4-way, y'all. They had a fatal 4-way women's tag match. I think that was night one, and my apologies. And the winner of that match was with the return of Paige and Brie Bella. Ooh, Oprah Family's coming on TV. And then so you got Paige versus Paige and Nikki Bella won the tag team championships. I'll be short and brief about this one. I knew they were going to do something with the Bellas because they always into trying to help out with the old hags like them and try to put them over when they don't deserve any of it. And they never were no great wrestlers at any point in time of wrestling. I never heard nobody saying they should be in the Hall of Fame. But yet they keep constantly finding their way, pouring on the TV shows to make sure they get attention. And they got all of it with the ultimate top dog, Flynn Dip, that is with Paige. I bet Xavier Woods definitely happy she came back. So, hey, when Xavier Woods seen her come back, he's like, "Yeah, oh my God, see his back."
Right. There you go. You're wrong for that, Teddy.
yeah, too bad Brad Maddox isn't there anymore.
No, it's all for that. See you later. But
Oh shit.
Paige, you say Paige there. What's up? So we're gonna kick it.
Goddamn Teddy.
When I said before she was coming back, I said I know about 4 or 5 men in the locker room. Like, yeah, bro.
Right.
All right, go kick it.
It was a good match. I just didn't like that Paige, and it just doesn't make sense. I felt like Lash Legend and Nia Jax should have held the tag titles for a little bit longer. But other than that, match wise though, it was a good match. But yeah, I just didn't like that it was, and I'm happy for Paige being back and everything too. So it's not anything against Paige. It just to me doesn't make sense now, like what the storyline is they're gonna work with as far as this whole Paige and Brie Bella tag team run. But I guess we'll have to just wait to see.
Because I don't think nobody's clamoring for no Bella to come back besides their kids. So Brie has never been good in wrestling. I don't care what any. The best she Saturday was when they were throwing her outside the ring. That's the best she ever looked in her career. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next one. And I like this one because Mr. Lemon Pepper stepping himself the new United States champion, Trick Williams, with the help of young Little Yachty, and one of the flyest WWE entrances of all time. This man had a wedding train coming off the ring.
I thought that joke never ended.
Trick Williams, I swear to God, I'm gonna be honest. I really believe WWE been watching my stuff and he's been stealing my gimmick. I'm just saying. I'm just saying because you go back and watch before he was doing all that Trick Williams stuff. Look at how I look. Look at what they put him in. Look, I'm just saying. Trick, you just a WWE me. All right, I'm just saying. Anyway, Booker T, holler at me, man. I think he can do it, play. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I love it, man. He beat the gingerbread man, and I don't like Sammy. I'm just
Me
being.
neither.
I do not like Sami Zayn. I think he is a phenomenal wrestler, but I just think he's mid when it comes to personality. When the funniest and the only time I enjoyed him was when he was with the Bloodline. You can
Yeah.
give me Bloodline Sami
Yep.
Zayn every night, and I will never get tired. I love
Yep.
him. He was hilarious. But now, for him to feel like he's sad that the crowd turned, bro, why wouldn't we turn? We're tired of it. You always getting opportunity, and you're not beating nobody worth
Nope.
anything. Every time you turn around, you got a match of Mania, or they make a way that you're on the show. Why wasn't it Carmelo Hayes? Just being honest. But yeah,
Yeah, I'll give my opinion when it's my turn because yeah, you just made me think about that.
now we get the story part, right? I'm not even they could advance the story in my opinion. And I know that's probably the route you're going to take on that one is the story. Hell, give me the story now. All right. They should have, all right, if you didn't go that route. Because some people are saying that and that irritated me. I was like, you're right. I don't care. Like, we know Carmelo and Trick. They could have already built
Yep.
towards
I
that
already
whole,
did that. Yep.
and then you just sat here and said, no, we wait later till like SummerSlam. No, because when is there going to be another time you're going to put Carmelo there in that position where he could have played it that way?
Yep.
You already had the story there. So I just think that I'm tired of Sammy always getting opportunity, just like Cody Rhodes. You're vanilla at this point. You're not. You don't do. It's no flavor no more on the chicken. Is what I'm saying.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna go to Kiki first this time.
Like you just said, I thought the little turn. I mean, well, basically, I think Trick Williams is a face at this point now. Again, just like you said, it's like Sammy, you got to develop a certain kind of character because it just like you said, it's played out. And I really felt like Carmelo Hayes got robbed of a WrestleMania spot as well, and I was I was annoyed about it because it would have made more sense for Carmelo Hayes to go into WrestleMania. And to be fair, Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes, mark my words, they're gonna be a WrestleMania main event match. I'm not telling you I can't tell you what year, but I just know in the future that is a main event WrestleMania match. But I still think Carmelo Hayes should have been involved. At least either a triple threat, something.
Right.
But to completely just be snuffed, yeah.
No sense. Really did. And then I'll go with DC. I mean, D-Minus, excuse me. What do you got for us, D-Minus?
I'll be real quick, man. I think it's another thing with the writers that's you got too much talent on that show, and you're trying to fit everybody in. And I think that you need to wean Sami Zayn on out of there, let Guth get a hang of him, retire his ass again, and I think they stole from Carmelo. I really do think they stole from that man. They was wrong for that. But I'm glad Trick Williams won. Sami Zayn go home to the sunset with Rey Mysterio. Both y'all hold hands and get off the goddamn show. That's just really what it is. Honestly.
Hey, I'm with you. We're going to roll right into that ladder match. Be really shout out to Javon Evans. We love you, King. Miss you, big dog. I love that kid. He's really good. Phenomenal. He tore it down. As a lot of other guys, JD McDonough killed it. Penta, of course. Dragon Lee. I am so tired of Rey Mysterio.
Yes.
You just like Sami Zayn to me. Go somewhere. Go somewhere. Get away from WWE. You got Dragon Lee that literally is you. You got every talent now that you paved the road for them to be where they are, and now you keep saying the bus stops with me. Bro, get out of the way. The match should have been your retirement match. Get your son in WrestleMania. That should have been it.
That should have been
the last match. Because somehow you ducked that, did not get Gunther, but you ain't gonna get retired by your son. It's stupid.
Right.
Anyway, I'm done with Rey Mysterio. Penta is your winner. I love me some Penta. But Javon, you're the top dog, bro. All day. What do you think about the triple threat, Kiki? I mean that triple threat.
No, I knew what you meant. Loved it. Glad they brought the ladder match back, to spice it up, because don't get me wrong, I appreciate the technical wrestling stuff as well too. Don't get me wrong. However, kind of spice it up a little bit, and everything. And And like you said, everyone in it killed it. And I love Rey Mysterio, but like you said, my guy, you're a Hall of Famer. You're like it's time to, we can't be doing this WCW stuff where you don't want to get out the way and stuff. It's time to let the younger generation take over. That's just how Father Time works. That's just how it works. You've had your time and you're an established legend. Someone else could have been in that match that was a young, hungry, talented, person, and whatnot. But like I said, match was phenomenal though. Enjoyed it, and love me some Cero Miedo, all day. So I loved it, every minute of it.
And I would like to say to add on to that part right there, the Rey Mysterio just need to go to AAA. Just go to AAA. You're involved with it anyway. Just go to AAA. Work with those guys, okay? Just go.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got to lead. You ain't got to lead WWE. They bought by WWE. Just go to AAA. All right.
It's just he doesn't need to keep wrestling though. It's like you can do backstage stuff like AJ Styles is doing. Like there's other things that you can do to contribute to the business that you love that isn't performing. Because he keeps getting injured.
Yep. D-minus, what you got?
Man, when my homeboys came into the house last night and I was watching WrestleMania, right? And he was like, "Who was that?" I said, "That's Rey Mysterio." He said, "That can't be Rey Mysterio." He said, "I was watching him back in the 90s. He's still wrestling?" I said, "Yes, he's still wrestling." Then he said something. He said, "That can't be the same Rey Mysterio. It had to be somebody else that was replacing him because ain't no way he's still wrestling." I said, "No, that's him." I said, "Which is his ass need to go." But he made that match worse than what the match was excellent. But I think he slowed that match down a lot last night, man. But Pinta, I picked Pinta to win because I think they still gonna let him. But Javon, it's coming, brother. Be patient. Your time is coming, man. And he look like you too, Teddy, man. I don't know if you heard that before, but y'all kind of favor a little bit, man. Just me, but
All right, then we got I like the other opinions because we all love us with Javon Pinta. Shout out to all you guys that was fought in that match. I'm gonna get to this one. I'm gonna try to be brief as I can, but I love this for the haters. By the way, you're right. That that ladder match, I say that was like my fourth favorite. Very good, high intense match. It kept the movie going, except when Ray was in. Very high collision spots. I loved it. It was just everybody really shined in that match.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed that. Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill. Your new champion is Hogan Ripley. I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of it. Why give Jade a group if she's just gonna lose? And then you turn around and here we go with EO. I am so I'm so tired of this stupid little thing with my little best friend pocket homegirl stuff. Like, stop it. If the girl is that good, she doesn't need to be hanging around with EO all the time. Like, just go. Like, why does she got to go to? I get going to SmackDown. She can very much help that division, and I like that because you got better matchups. She needs to work with the Jay. She needs to work with the Tiffany's. I like that. So I'm not tripping that hard. But I'm really tired of. You could have found another way to get Rhea over there. You just didn't have to make her lose to Jade. Jade, thank you for every hater out there because she showed y'all that girl can work. And that's when you get talent that can go with her. Then you're absolutely right. You can have that with Tiffany because Tiffany is not even ready yet. So I'm tired of everybody hating on Jade. That woman went out there and wrestled her ass off. That was a good match. Her best by far. Yes, it had something to do with Rhea, but I bet you put it in the ring with Charlotte Flair. I bet you put it in the ring with people like Stephanie. She will always have a good match. So if you go out there, all you little haters out there, it's two parts. So you can shut up talking about Jade. If you go back and watch that match, I want to see one hater after that. Please stand up. Because I don't understand what y'all be watching to say that woman can't work a wrestling match. She killed it. D-Mine, excuse me. I'm sorry.
Jade can't wrestle. Jade can't do. Man, y'all lost y'all damn mind, man. Look, I agree with you 100%, Teddy. She should not have lost that match. Ain't no way in the hell she should have lost that match. I'm tired of Rhea Ripley myself. I'm not tired. I love Rhea Ripley, man. I think she do what she do. She dominant, man. But Jade, come on, man. Really? Y'all gonna let her win? I'm like, this is crazy. But no, Jade showed her ass off, man, and they just taking it away from that lady, man. And that ain't fair, man. But it is what it is. And what my girl Tiffany Stratton at, man? I mean, like, come on, man. Like, really? Like, where's she at? Like, no WrestleMania? Really?
Hogan Ripley gonna be running around on SmackDown. Man. You'll see that Cody
But
Rhodes.
Jade, I hope they get Jade the belt back, man. She deserve it. She can wrestle. I like watching her. Hey, it's all good with me.
She need to get it back at Payback. Just
Yeah.
being honest. Right back to her. All right, Kiki, what's your opinion?
I agree with you, Jade. I think prove the haters, but I think we also have to remember as pro wrestlers, we're going to have haters no matter what we do. But I agree with you. Jade proved that it's not her. It's sometimes it's your dance partner. Um, and I can speak that from just personal experience. It's just sometimes it's your dance partner. It's not always, you per se. Um, but
Yeah, you're right.
the match the match was good. But what I will say is the only reason I believe they had Rhea, as you call her, Rhea Hogan, Rhea Ripley get the title from Jade is I believe, and I'm not saying they needed to do it now per se, but the thing with the Rhea EO thing is the thing I'm noticing how WWE tries to do things is they try to do this like long term storytelling type thing. So there's bits and pieces of things that you'll see throughout, a year or year and a half to set up for something. So I think what they're trying to plan on setting up is a Rhea versus EO for the women's world championship, because the storyline, if we're going with long-term storytelling, is Rhea Ripley has never defeated Io Sky one-on-one. So at some point, that whole little buddy crap's gonna dissipate. Something's gonna happen where obviously they're gonna create this storyline of finally Rhea Ripley defeats Io Sky one-on-one for the first time since Io has her number. So I think that's why they did what they did. But phenomenal match. Both of them did good. And like you said, Jade, for all those that always keep trying to say she can't wrestle, first of all, y'all don't wrestle, so I don't know how you can determine who can wrestle. But anyway, so.
And we're gonna be real brief with this match because we're gonna save a little bit of time. We got like 6 minutes left. I'm gonna be really fast with this one. Finn Balor versus the Demon. Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. Very good match. I like the intensity. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Always enjoyed the Demon King himself. I always bring him out. It's a pleasure to have his presence that night at WrestleMania. That is. But I do believe that was a very, very good match. Finn Balor all the way on the panel. Let's go ahead and kick it to Kiki real quick. What you think about that?
I enjoyed that match. Good storytelling, and just proud of Dom's growth from where he started as this heel to where he's gotten to. So, but it was a good match. Don't have a really bad thing to say about it at all.
Yep. D-minus.
Yeah, great match. Good to see the Demon back, man. But hey, man, I love some Dom though, man. I think that Dom I just love him, man. How he worked the ring, man, and just how he worked the audience. I can't say nothing bad about Dom, but I'm glad the Demon was back, and big shout out to Finn Balor for that, man.
I love the stash, man. He got that Chico.
Yes.
I'm like, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Comb that thing. So,
You need to cut that damn mullet, though.
I like it.
Oh, that's what it irritates you so much when he's drinking that sauce. You know what I mean?
I like it.
Dominic is like the Latino version of Javon Evans.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Just dripping machismo, like you could make him racist.
Right.
And everybody, the greatest match of the night, the weekend, probably, I'm gonna be honest, top 3 WrestleMania main event matches of all time. I would honestly say that. Roman Reigns versus CM Punk, and back on top where he belongs.
Yes, sir.
And we acknowledge him on here on the Knockout Hour.
That's what we do, baby. That's what we do.
Reigns, all the ones up in the chat box, everybody out there in the
That's what we
world. Roman Reigns is
He is
back.
back.
He is head of the table as he always had. The OTC one is still that dude. And I would say one of the best matches. I love the intensity, the storytelling. Longest match, it deserved it. I feel like I would love to see another match down the road as good as this one was. Hey, I mean, Chef's Kiss. It was that good. It was that good. It really was.
Absolute
That's
cinema.
take of a weekend. You start with Oba, you end with the best, one of the best matches I've ever seen in my life, honestly. All right, go to kick this to D minus.
Well, I kind of disagree with one thing you said. You want to see it again. I don't, because I can't stand another CM Punk. Now, CM Punk show, he did good. I'm not going to lie. He did good. But I don't want to see CM Punk again. And then his age showed up at the end. You seen it. I don't think that was acting.
It's so beautiful, though, how CM Punk incorporated it to be that moment. Like,
I know. But I think some of that was real, though, TK. I think that he really was tired. I think that thing he did off top rope and hit them in the, I think that took a lot out of him, man. I really did.
I would say if you believed him, then he did his job.
Yeah.
Because if you watch him at the end, how he was crawling to his family, that man could have walked out, but he did it just right. That's why
but I don't want to see it again, though. I don't. But great match, though. Great match.
That payback, it may happen. We don't know. But Roman ain't gonna wrestle no damn payback. Yeah, right. Roman Reigns ain't wrestling. All right. We're gonna end with your opinions, Kiki, before we end the show. What do you think?
Yes. Congratulations, CM Punk. Well earned, well deserved. And I was saying this to my boyfriend. I said, for CM Punk to put on the show that he did last night at 47 years old, I can only imagine what he could have done back in 2013 or 2012 or 2011 if they had given him the opportunity to main event a WrestleMania then. That's how good it was. And Roman, of course, the Tribal Chief, did his thing. So, but very, very good match. I was glued to the TV the entire time, waiting to see what was going to happen next. So,
can I say one thing right quick, Teddy?
Yeah, no problem.
I just want to say real quick, congratulations to Bianca Belair. That shocked the hell out of me. But congratulations on you and Montez Ford. Wish y'all a happy pregnancy. And I can't wait. Now we got to wait for it again. Now another whole damn year or two, man.
Big Mama. Shout out to Bianca Belair and Montez.
Oh, yeah.
That is awesome, y'all.
Congratulations.
But, what a major WrestleMania show. Thank you guys for being a part of this. I had so much fun. Thank you for the bonus time. That is for DC at 109.6 Radio. We're out. We'll see you next week. Right now, we got a women's match on Raw. Check it out. We'll be back next week. We holler at you. Peace.
Peace out.
What you looking at, boy? What you looking at? I got a TKO on wherever the pool is at. What you looking at, boy? What you looking at? Got two Tulies of my own, I don't need a gap. Hold up, no sir. Step into the mic, bring me closer. Sabotage back in the lab, and to stop that you gonna have to go through both. That swole up. Anytime I pull up the bars, I buck up my shoulders and pour the heart. Word to God, my gears push to start a feature, but my skill set a la carte. Woo! You don't understand. I got something sins in one palm on my hand. Balls are right rigid and bodies get numb every time I demonstrate the main rule of thumb.